See, man, I still can't believe that Nigeria paid, like literally joined hands to pay to save one of their worst enemies in Africa here in the name of South Africa. You see, during the apartheid regime, like there is almost no country where blacks dominate, where, you know, Africans has had their life at risk. Some years ago, it was 2 Kenyans that was killed in South Africa. You see, this is the level of how insecure this country is, with a very small population. A population that when you merge about 4 states in Nigeria, you will readily get the population. With a very small population, when you merge about 4 states in Nigeria, Lagos, Kano, Enugu, Onitsha, you probably have more than the whole of South Africa. Yet, with the problems they keep having there, bad leadership, white people dominating, bro, when you search richest South African men, about 10 top 10 South African richest men, whites are almost like 7 or 8 there. You have very, very few, about 90% of them are white people. When you look at the population of lands occupied by white people in South Africa, it's more than the ones, like most of the slums are left for the black ones. Though there are quite some number of white people living in slums. But, you know, while the whole world focuses on demonizing Nigeria, talking bad about how Nigerians are suffering and this and that, majority of African countries in Africa cannot deal with half of the population Nigeria is dealing with. Like half of it. Most countries' economy will collapse when they try to cope with controlling 100 million people. Nigeria is controlling about 3 times 3 of it. Still moving, still trying to take care of their people the much they can do. Yes, corruption is there, very big corruption. But imagine if most of these countries, the likes of South Africa, who is posting around, is probably dominated by only blacks. There are no history of whites in South Africa. Bro, a lot of poor African countries will be better than South Africa. Look at what their whites are doing. Look at how xenophobic they are. Look at how they have retrogressed. As a matter of fact, people who live in slum from 2025 till now actually increased in South Africa. So there are more people living in slums, where in so many other countries, there are more people living the slums in South Africa. But to them, foreigners are their problem. Whenever there is a problem in South Africa, whenever they feel their sense of insecurity grows up, it becomes an opportunity to attack what? To attack any foreigner living there. Because for them, your success as a foreigner in South Africa is a threat to South Africans. Those are the most